gentlemen, here on WOCR 89.1 The One. And right now, click, we're recording.
Oh boy.
I'm the infamous Ryan, and I'm a schmo.
I'm Kyril, and I'm also a schmo.
I'm the infamous Ryan, and I don't feel that well today, so please abide with me if I'm not usually my hyperactive self.
I'm Kyril, and I am probably a bit too hyped right now.
Are you hyped?
Yeah.
Are you a hype beast?
No, I am not a hype beast.
You have a Mountain Dew beside you, good sir.
Who we are not sponsored by, although...
Now I see nutrition's facts.
Hit us up.
Oh, no.
No, we can't accept any sponsors because we are a good boys of the college radio station who don't do bad things like accept sponsorships from corporations on our non-commercial radio show.
77 grams of carbs in that one little drink.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than I had at dinner.
Oh, yeah? I haven't had dinner yet.
I haven't. Like, that's the only thing I've eaten today. Maybe that's why I'm feeling so bad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Two Schmoes show. I'm the infamous Ryan, and I'm a schmo.
We've done this, though.
I know, but I'm not feeling well, and it's like the only joke I can think of at the moment.
Well, we might need some jokes.
Oh, no.
There's some good stuff going on in the world, some not bad. Okay, there's some not bad things going on in the world.
Well, guess what? I feel like crap, so there is some bad things going on in the world. No one's allowed to be happy. Grr.
Well, then today will be right up your alley.
Oh, no.
So right now, the Supreme Court nominee, I think it's Brett. Mr. Kavanaugh.
Mr. Kavanaugh?
Mr. Kavanaugh. They don't actually say his first name in here, which is kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure it's, Brett Kavanaugh. There it is, finally.
Okay.
So 4 days now. For the next 4 days, he'll be before the Senate Judiciary Committee as they work through the nomination process for him to take Justice Roberts' position in the Supreme Court. The one... Yeah, because Scalia passed away. I'm, like, almost certain.
Okay.
Anyways, whoever it is. They got a vacancy in the Supreme Court again, so they're going to try and fill it. We had the one seat already filled this presidential term. This will be two, which is kind of terrifying. But Kavanaugh is sort of not nearly as well regarded as the last nominee was. The last one, I can't remember his name. It's G something. I want to say Gorbachev, but I know that's wrong because that's Cold War. But the G-man there had some pretty solid, legal decisions backing him up from when he was in his lower positions. Kavanaugh is a bit more tumultuous. The one thing that I know him for is he was the third justice on the panel that was ruling on the Obamacare ACA decision, and he chose not to vote on it, which meant that he was trying to, from what a lot of people were interpreting that as, he was shielding himself from criticism from both Republicans and Democrats. Which to me shows that he's not willing to step up and, make a decision when a decision needs to be made, in my opinion. But back in 2009, he really also said...
his opinions today, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably.
I can't get a word in edgewise.
He also said in 2009, though, that the president should be immune from prosecution. So it is no wonder why Trump has nominated him. As there is the whole Mueller investigation going on right now. You doing okay over there?
I said I was going to just sit on the couch, enjoy myself while you're going on this tangent.
Just saying the news.
I know.
The news that has to be said. Keeping everyone informed in the world.
I'm not feeling well, so, if I'm not going to talk for a little bit.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I wonder if it can pick me up.
It's very, very slightly.
Very slightly?
If I was to go like, they wouldn't be able to hear you, though. It's that slight.
Oh.
But yeah, that's the short of that one. The major criticism right now is that there's a bunch of information that was been withheld. They released 42,000 documents the day before the hearing. I see what you're doing now.
You don't see anything.
Okay. But they released 42,000 documents the day before the hearing. So what that ends up being is that one of the congressmen was arguing that, if they wanted to do this, they would have to have read 7,000 pages per hour, which is humanly impossible.
Humanly impossible! Oh, wow, wow. I'm just... Bad needles.
I mean, it works.
It works.
Probably gonna sound a bit echoey, but it works.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking in a normal voice now. I'm like on the other side of the room.
Yeah. Although it probably is gonna pick me up a little bit, maybe.
Definitely.
It's okay. No big deal.
To the person that put this couch here in the studio, I thank you. My tummy likes being like exasperated like this.
You know, I would not trust that couch myself.
I know you wouldn't.
It's been down here too long, and I think it's seen too many things.
Is it because it's black?
No,
Oh,
it's because it looks kind of gross.
it is a very disgusting looking couch.
In other news,
Oh, okay, now I can come back.
less political. Right now, there's a couple of storms coming down on. Japan just had the strongest typhoon in 25 years. Kills so far 6 people have been reported as having died from it.
I'm back.
Typhoon Jebi
Okay.
was very large, tens of thousands without power, lots of damage as a result of it, bridges out and stuff like that. Apparently, a tanker ship was crashed into a bridge, which obviously seriously damaged that. Let's see. First typhoon classed as very strong by the country's weather agency since a 1993 typhoon. And the other one, a bit closer to home. That's the wrong article. Where did that one go? I didn't mean to close that. There's another tropical storm that is on the Atlantic right now, coming in to hit the East Coast sometime. See if I can find it. But that one is currently just a tropical storm, expected to increase as it gets closer. There we go. They've issued states of emergency, I think it is. National Hurricane Center has put out warnings, and state of emergency has been declared in Louisiana and Mississippi as Tropical Storm Gordon is pushing into the Gulf Coast. Expected to make landfall today with potential 5-foot storm surge. So yeah, big weather. We had some weather here though.
Okay, I was about to say, am I going to be
Yeah.
able to tell my story now?
Yeah, we had some pretty significant weather. What was that, yesterday?
We had one hell of a storm last night.
Yeah, it was nasty.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I was a hungry man last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to go eat at our fabulous eating establishment on campus, the KC Kirk Center.
You know it. You'll love it. You don't really love it that much. It's okay, though.
Anyway, yeah, it's better than
It
nothing.
gets the job done.
Decent 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go there, and, like, it's clear as day. 10 minutes into my delicious meal, and it starts downpouring. And I truly do mean downpouring.
Yeah.
Like, it was flooding.
Mm-hmm. It was bad.
It was flooding all over the place. I was not going home. I refused to go home. Got myself a couple cups of coffee and waited for a ride from our roommate Chancel to pick me up.
Oh, did he come and get you?
Yes. That's why I said I got home dryish last night.
Chancel to the rescue.
Chancel to the rescue.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to you, homie. R.I.P.
What?
I don't know.
I mean, I know I haven't seen him yet since I've gotten back, but I don't think he died, did he?
I mean, if you're not in front of me, you're dead to me.
Okay.
A
Well,
lot of people are dead.
rip to all our fans.
Sorry, fans.
Always remember 2018.
What's that one song? What's the name of that song? Dang it, I forgot
See
it.
you again.
Yes! Thank you!
Yes. I
That
do
starts-
believe I have that. Hold on.
Please don't. I want to keep the copyright on this podcast.
C. Oh, nope. C only has 2 E's. Pro tip for you there.
Oh my gosh.
C. U. That's the wrong one.
Ha!
I know I have this.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, come on! Don't be a spoil sport.
I want
Just-
to keep copyright on
Just
this
give him
podcast.
a taste of it.
No, because we all know that song, Kyril.
Yeah, but it's relevant because we're talking about
Oh, oh, oh.
it. Well, iTunes doesn't want to cooperate. So you're lucky this time. It's actually doing that stupid thing where it tries to close itself.
Cool.
Fun
I thought it was
stuff.
note for note there till the end, so they got some experience.
What?
Yeah. What? Rate my singing, Kyril.
I mean, the singing wasn't bad, but that's not how the song goes.
I was doing the chorus.
I know, but you were off key.
Of course, I don't have a starting key. Give me the starting note, Kyril, and I'll sing it.
I don't know the starting note. I'm not a music person, but I can hear with my earballs
Your
that ain't
earballs?
right. My earballs.
Your earballs?
My earballs can see it.
You're not. You're obviously not an anatomy person either.
What?
You're not an anatomy person.
I'm actually taking human anatomy right now.
Well, good thing you're taking it. 'Cause
See,
you
this
suck.
is why to learn.
You suck at it.
No, It's that ear canal thing. You know the one.
The Iernema Canal that Teddy
Yeah.
Roosevelt forged out in Latin America.
Yeah, that one.
The Iernema Canal. I love that place.
Mm-hmm.
Shame what we did to the natives, but
Yeah. Never be the same after all those teddy bears.
nope. I feel like we just went all over the place with that last segment.
Yeah, it's all right.
Cool.
So in U.S. news, this was a story I was reading that I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
So, U.S. wife has been accused of fatally poisoning husband with eye drops. Apparently, she has been putting eye drops into his water for several days.
I heard about this.
And it poisoned him to the point where it caused him to fall down a flight of stairs and die.
Yes.
And they discovered tetrahydrozoline in a toxicology test, which is the thing that made him be the dead.
The thing that made him be the dead?
The dead.
The dead.
The dead, yes. He got the dead.
I hate it when I get the dead.
Ugh. But here's the crazy part of this.
Isn't there an antibiotic for the dead?
Not yet.
Okay.
They're working on it. So in 2016, though, prosecutors are reviewing an incident where she apparently accidentally shot him in the face with a crossbow as he slept.
What?
Yes.
Accidentally.
Accidentally, according to the
Shot
police
a man
report.
with a crossbow.
Investigators found her crying and upset after the crossbow incident.
Nothing.
She said at the time that her husband was mentally abusive to her and had mood swings, but had never physically hurt her.
And you just accidentally.
Wow. Yeah, accidentally shot him in the face with a crossbow while he slept.
You had to, 1, get a crossbow. 2, load it. 3, point it at him or his
Yes.
general direction.
Yes.
4, do this while he is sleeping. So, which means you had to be awake, meaning you knew they were vulnerable at this point.
Oh, there is some money in this, too.
Oh, no.
You know how much their house is worth?
More than me?
Yes.
Oh.
More than me as well. You want to take a stab in the dark? See how close you get?
$10.
You're close.
Ooh.
800,000.
Ooh, that is close.
Yeah. Just a couple zeros there, and you'd have been golden.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently modeled after the Mount Vernon estate of George Washington.
What?
Wow. This is like some serious stuff.
Yeah.
I think this will be a pretty open and shut case. That's my opinion.
You don't say.
She clearly did it accidentally again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Accidents will happen.
She was going to put the eye drops in her eyes. It ended up in his water. Next thing you know, he's got a seizure. He's at the bottom of the stairs.
You know, it just happens.
It
you
just
know,
is, yeah.
When I take my eye drops in the morning, I always make sure to do it over a bowl of cereal.
I mean, what can you do about it, you know?
You really can't do anything about it. This
No.
is just one of those acts of God, freaks of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, completely
Much like Dick
understandable.
Cheney back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So we do have a couple of pairs of museum-based news today.
What?
First pair of museum-based news has to involve the ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz.
I heard about this.
Yeah, 13 years ago they were stolen from a Minnesota museum when someone broke through a window late at night. Of course, you can't actually sell something like that because, you know, you can't sell something like that. Everyone's going to know where it came from.
Says you.
That's the problem. Well, no, I've actually seen some people talk about things like this.
Mm-hmm.
How you can't steal things that are highly valuable, but, highly distinctive, because everybody's going to know you stole them. There's no way you legitimately came into the $1 million pair of ruby slippers from one of the most iconic films of all time.
Says you.
Yes.
Sir, I don't think you
I
understand
do
this,
says.
but the other day I was just hanging out in our apartment on the front steps, and what do you think just about what happens to pass me by, like rolling around like a tumbleweed? One of the Oompa Loompa wigs from the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
There you go.
Yep. That stuff happens, my dude.
So where were they found?
I don't know.
Let's see. That's what I have yet to read. How were they stolen? I don't care about how they were stolen. I want to know how they were found. They don't say how they were found!
That's because there's some
What?
Illuminati stuff there, my dude.
Taken from the museum at night. There are 3 other pairs of them from the film. Anonymous donor offered $1 million when they were taken, which expired after the 10th anniversary of it being taken. Unknown if the shoe's recovery is related to any tip-offs. A press conference, no specific details were given about where they were found or how. FBI Special Agent Joan Sanborn said the investigation is ongoing. Quote, we've gathered lots of information on this case. We believe there's there's lots more to give? To give what? Okay. The pairs were insured for $1 million, but they're believed to be worth more.
There's a fly flying around my microphone, and
Yeah,
I want to do battle with it, but
Smack it.
yeah. Okay, fly. I don't like you, and you don't like me, but one of us will be dead by the end of today. And joke's on you. My human life expectancy is pretty high up there. I didn't get it.
Shoot.
I don't know where it could possibly... Oh, there he is!
Son of a gun. He's behind you!
No! Nunny!
Amazon, speaking of expensive things,
Yeah.
market value went over $1 trillion today. Now the second U.S. company to do this in the same year.
Hooray.
I miss back in the good old days where having very large companies like this, like, I want there to be, like, one company that's just, like, untouchable, in terms of, like, economically.
That's... Call them Monopoly, good sir.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean, like, I want somebody to have, like, a $10 trillion company when all the other plebs are down at $1 million.
Oh.
Just because, it's like, yeah, you hit $1 trillion. You're the second one to do it. Good job. Because there's just nothing special about it. That's just the economy.
Yeah.
There's all these news stories that are like, whoa, $1 trillion, man, Dr. Evil. And it's just like, yeah, but we already done this, and we're going to do it again. Lots of times, probably. I bet there's a $3 trillion company before the end of the year.
I'm sorry, I just saw that fly pass by. He's totally taking my attention. Omewa, ma, shinderu.
Nunny.
I had to, man.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know? Okay, do you know the anime that's from, right?
It's JoJo's.
No.
Isn't it?
No, it's Fist of the North Star.
Just of the Joestar.
Anyway, it was one of those movies back in the 1980s that tried being adapted into a real action film.
Like live action?
Live action. Oof. You should honestly see that live action movie. It is terribly, like, worst thing I've ever seen, but it's amazing.
I don't know.
Because, like...
Is it worse than... Is it worse than
last
Die
year-
Hard 5?
Die Hard 5.
Because I don't think it's worse than Die Hard 5.
I give it a solid Die Hard 5 out of 10. There he is!
Did you get him?
No, I didn't!
Where'd he go? Oh. He's on my hand.
Kyle?
Don't smack the computers, please.
Try not to!
I would appreciate it if you didn't. These do cost money, and I don't think my co-host slapped it to get a fly as covered under their insurance.
You'd be surprised, actually.
Oh, really?
You know, I'm told by several insurance companies I do count as natural damage.
It's an act of God.
I'm not a mission.
He
from God.
can't be stopped.
No, I cannot. So I've got a blunt weapon now. It's on, Flyo. Oh, it is on. I'm looking for him.
I think he's over in that-a-ways.
That-a-ways?
That-a-ways.
Charge!
Did you get him?
Does it look like I got him?
I don't know. I have glasses. I can't see that good. I don't think you got him.
You know, have you ever heard the Marx Brothers?
Yes.
Sometimes I swear this podcast just slowly devolves into a Marx Brothers skit. The more and more it goes on.
A little bit.
There's no... Okay, I got a new blunt weapon.
Oh, yeah.
See, this one's actually got the...
What's its stats?
What's its stats?
Yeah.
Okay, it's got a good C in precision.
Mm-hmm.
A good... Let's see. Tell me how this feels. How'd that feel?
That's a solid B on damage.
B on damage?
Maybe even a B plus.
B plus, got it.
Mm-hmm. If my stamina bar wasn't so high, I'd be in a bad way right now.
Oh, okay, good. And then, what's that, like a good A for speed?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
A for speed. The durability is the only thing I'm really worried about with this blunt weapon I have right here.
Yeah, it looks a bit flimsy.
See? That, like, do you hear that? That's hollow on the inside, ladies and gentlemen.
Crumple risk right there.
This is just the weirdest podcast ever.
So,
Yeah. I'm just looking for
the
that
fly
fly.
has disappeared.
He is no longer anywhere around here.
You know what else has disappeared? Sony's
My
support
little-
for the PlayStation 2.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about this the other night, too.
They finally closed down their last repair center
Yep.
in Japan. 20 years on the market.
20 years of the
2
PlayStation
decades.
2. It's behind you!
Where?
I just saw it flying right by your shoulder!
You sure it wasn't on the other side of this nice glass here? Oh, no, it's right there. But yeah, the saddest part of the story for me is
Yo.
that support for the PS2 ended after support for the Vita.
Isn't that sad?
It hurts a little. PlayStation 2 is the best-selling console of all time. 150 million units sold.
Okay.
PS4 right now, only at 80.
80 million units.
80 million.
It's not bad.
Oh, no, it's definitely, in terms of, like, the scale of it, that's definitely probably a top 5. But, you know, it's all relative.
The PS2 is... It's just so weird that now it's ended.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only reason they're officially stopping support for it is because they've literally run out of parts to fix things with.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, literally. That's what they put out in their statement. That they were unable to offer repairs because they were running out of replacement parts. If they had more parts, they would keep repairing them.
Yeah.
Because they are that popular.
Mm-hmm. That's just funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, the Nintendo Switch has sold over 20 million units.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. It's like...
Good job, little Switch.
Hey,
You
it's only
keep
been a
chugging
year.
along.
It's only been a year, good sir.
I wonder how many units the PlayStation had after a year.
Yeah, you know, let's see that.
Unit
I
sales
saw...
per year.
I gotta stop with this. This is gonna drive me crazy.
Hey, this actually might be a direct answer. So, in the... So, wait, when did the PS4 release? It was a winter release, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, between end of 2013 and 2014, they would have been... That's like about a year, I think.
Okay.
Since I think it released winter 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been 18.6 million units.
Wow.
The crazy thing, though, is that the units per year are constantly going up.
Nunny.
So, let's do some quick maths.
Quick maths.
14 plus 4, 18 plus 16, brings it to 28 plus 6 is 34, plus another 18, brings it to 44, 52, plus 21, 73. Okay, so they've only put on 7 million more units this year. So it looks like they might be finally starting to go down in their numbers.
It's not that bad, though.
I was going to say, that is still pretty impressive that they've been able to have increasing numbers of sales every year for 5 years.
Yeah. I can think of very few companies that can, claim that.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if the Switch holds up to it. I think that's going to depend a lot on when the actual release dates of the next generation consoles are going to be.
I'm calling it. We've got like a year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, if it ends up being like a 2021 release,
Yeah.
then Switch sales are going to go up. If it's 2020, or even if it's 2019 for sure, maybe 2020, then people are going to hold out, I think.
The way I see it is that, like, with the introduction of the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, these companies aren't planning on sitting on their hands much longer.
No, they aren't.
And I'm honestly thinking those consoles were just to test out new technology in, like, a modern setting.
I actually don't think so.
You don't
Because the
think so?
tech in the newer consoles isn't really that different. It's just beefier. And you can see that, because right now they have the PS4 Pro and the Slim, and that's really the only difference from them is that the Pro has better cooling, stronger components to it, so it runs better, and then it has the bigger case to fit all of it in.
Okay.
One thing, this is a rumor that I heard, was that the next generation of consoles are going to be much more like a modern computer in the way that they are designed.
Okay.
Now, it might not make it so that they are, fully customizable, but it could make it so that parts of them could be upgraded individually without replacing the whole thing.
I mean, I can see that.
Yeah.
Especially with Microsoft.
Actually, Sony is the one that is
It's just
looking at
hanging
doing
out
this.
on your side.
Yeah. It likes me. I'm not trying to kill it.
Am
I wrong?
He sees my legendary poster of Posterine and Blunt Weaponness. Ooh, this has J.K. Simmons in it. What movie is this?
I don't know.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I grabbed one of our B-movie posters that we give out for free.
Hmm.
If you would like one, please come down to the station right now.
Just come on down.
Yeah, and we'll give you one. I will give you this one that I'm using to try and kill this fly.
Who else is on there?
Anna Kendrick. Oh, it's the accountant.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That's fairly new.
Mm-hmm.
Did she get more of these?
I think the accountant was at 2017, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, I thought we only had stuff from, early 2017.
Oh, no, it was 2016.
Oh, never mind then.
There you go, October 2016.
Okay.
I've forgotten that J.K. Simmons was in it.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling. Potter!
Give me pictures of Harry Potter!
Yeah. Oh, they're making an accountant, too.
Oh, cool.
Untitled Accountant sequel.
I was hoping it'd be like Accountant 2 tax season. Do you have anything else you want to say about the console stuff we were talking about before the fly got in our way?
Oh, not really.
Oh.
I think that's about it.
Interesting.
New consoles are going to be powerful, though.
I mean, every year they're in every generation they get really powerful.
I mean, honestly, if the next gen can't do 4K at 60 frames, what are they even doing?
Trying to get some of that sweet, sweet moolah.
Because, I mean, you got to think about it, though. Right now, we're pushing into 4K 60 FPS on the current gen.
Yeah.
So if the base model of the next gen can't do it, they're going to be in some serious trouble.
Okay, can we talk about the Sony president controversial line he said?
I didn't hear this.
Okay, so they were talking about crossplay, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I think I did hear this.
And he basically
Yeah.
said we will never do crossplay because
We're too
PS4
darn
is simply
good.
the best.
Yeah. It's not.
No.
It's good.
It's good.
It's not the best.
No. You've got problems, Sony.
Yes.
Just because you got one good Spider-Man game out of it doesn't mean jack.
Yeah, new Spider-Man game's doing really well from what I've been hearing.
Oh, dude, it's so pretty. Insomniac games can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm. That was actually one of the reviews, like the short reviews I saw of it today,
What?
was warning people to not give it, just brushing it off because that's what a Spider-Man game should be.
Yeah.
Because it is genuinely a really good game, and if you take that attitude, then you're not giving it a fair shake because it is just a really good game.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's very fair.
Oh, shoot.
What?
I just realized. Okay, backstory. I take some screenshots to use as album art sometimes on my computer. For some reason, I only just noticed this now, one of the screenshots I took still has the cursor in it.
How, boy?
And now I can never unsee that.
It's called Adobe Paint. I'm Photoshop.
I know.
And then you can just blemish it out.
I think I can do that in regular photos.
Can you?
I think so.
That's pretty impressive.
They've got a little blur tool. It's not the best.
Not a blur tool, but there's like a content awareness healing brush.
This one, like, gets rid of imperfections, is the idea of it. I think it's made for, like, getting rid of, like, facial blemishes.
Yeah.
I use it when I want to make something look like a cleaner edge than it really is.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but cleaner edge just... I don't know, this seems like a very emo thing.
A cleaner edge.
I am the cleanest edge you will see in this fine city.
Slicks back hair.
Slicks back mohawk.
Yes. Springs back.
My Chemical Romance plays faintly in the distance.
So, the other museum news that I had today
Yes.
was at the National Museum of Brazil. Did you hear any about this?
That Brazil is a nation. And like
No,
most
the museum.
nations, they have a national museum.
This is the oldest scientific institution in the country. It was celebrating its 200th year anniversary this year,
Okay.
and it was caught in a massive fire, of which most of the items in the museum are believed to have been destroyed, including the oldest human remains ever found in the Americas.
Oh, no.
They're actually started a social media campaign.
Okay.
I retweeted this on my Twitter account, where they're asking basically anybody who has been to the museum, if you have any pictures at all of it, to send them to the museum, even like selfies and stuff, just anything that has any record of what was in the museum and when, so that they can, just have more sources to check the records, just to see what all was lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It really is.
I'm
200 years of history just gone.
Yeah. That's really scary when you think about it.
Rio Fire Department is quoted as saying that the hydrants closest to the museum were not working and firefighters had to get water from a nearby lake.
No.
Rio most of Brazil is in such a bad state for its public services right now. Police, emergency medical, fire, all of them are just screwed over by their people who hire them.
I don't know what to say. Like, I'm genuinely shocked.
It's a shame.
Yeah. It just amazes me. 200 years of history.
Mm-hmm.
Brazil's history, too. That's like...
Yeah, that's one of the largest up-and-coming first-world countries.
And it's not like... It's one of the bigger countries in South America in general, so that's a lot of South American history.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
And it's so sad. I feel like South America gets such a weird rap compared to the rest of the continents.
It kind of does. It's weird, because if you look at Latin America esports,
Yeah.
all of them are from Brazil.
Yeah.
Because, as much of problems as it has, it is one of the more stable Latin American countries,
Mm-hmm.
and it has some of the best services available, like internet
Yeah.
and computers. It's a weird thing. In France,
I don't know,
proposed...
tell me the Louvre burnt down.
No, the Louvre is still fine.
Yay, I want to go there.
But there is some issues being risen over a suggested French grammar change.
Alumni tooth for knowledge?
So French teachers are saying rules for past participles
Okay.
that follow the verb avoir, which means to have in French, are being suggested to be simplified, because making this change would save 80 hours of teaching time.
80 hours.
80 hours, allegedly.
I want to see your data right now.
Yeah. Wait. What? French is just weird. So, here's an example of the change. The sentence, "Je mange des frites," I ate chips, Mang remains the same, but in the sentence les frites que j'ai mangis, the chips that I have eaten, the participle agrees with the word chips, which is feminine and plural.
Okay.
So they're changing that. Apparently. I don't know. So that is happening. If you are a French-speaking person and you know what this actually means and can explain it to us gringos, us Americanos.
I was about to say, French people are white.
I know. But they're not gringos.
We're Yankees.
They're Frenchies.
We're Yankees, though.
We're not Yankees.
That's literally what the world calls us.
I guess.
My mom has a friend in Spain, and she's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go hang out with the Yanks.
Probably true. Damn it, New York. Why'd you do this to us? You and your stupid baseball team.
We've been called Yankees, like, ever since the Revolution, dude.
No. It's only because of New York baseball.
Don't blame everything on New York.
No, I don't. I blame everything on New York baseball.
That's a different story.
But yeah, I don't really get this change. I don't get how teaching a certain verb can take 80 hours. If it is taking 80 hours, I can see why they want to change it.
A little.
Yeah.
Think about all the things they could discuss, like war tactics and, colors that aren't white.
Yes.
I apologize to all the French people that are listening on the podcast. You have a very rich in culture.
All two of you are respected deeply.
I like to think we have more fans than that.
Yeah, but French fans, I mean...
Come on, man.
Are we big in Montreal? Sorry, are we big in Quebec?
I speak the language of love, so the French automatically love me.
What language of love do you speak?
American.
It's like the opposite of love. American English is so rough.
That's why people love me. Ladies love a bad boy.
Okay.
I'm a loose cannon.
Do you have any scientific data that supports that?
Yes, I do, in fact.
Well, publish it then.
I have already published it in my newest letter in Scholarly Journal, Ladies and How to Get Them by Professor Rakowski.
God, that sounds creepy. Imagine if that was an actual scientific journal.
Let's see. Ladies.
The best chloroform for your personal needs.
How to make chloroform in your basement today. Professor Chiral steps up.
Why are you posting during the show, good sir?
You took forever to find that.
It's been 3 minutes.
Yeah. That's forever in Orion time.
Not really. Butts.
Butts.
Why?
Why not?